When I have Wraith as a teammate, there are a few things that I've noticed that could absolutely destroy the game, and today we'll count these things. Not because it will help in any way in the future, but just to make myself feel better about being such a loser. The first issue is that they tend to land on the enemy's head and start the game with some kind of Russian roulette, in which they don't always win. And then I have to run in there and face an enemy pumped up by the fact that they got a Wraith. Let's be honest, it's one of the rarest Pokemons there are. I barricaded the doors cause, well, they got Wraith. They must be really good. Which is the second problem about playing with a Wraith. I automatically assume that they're good at the game, even though, you know, it's not always true. 25 damage? Seriously? Were you that thirsty for a Wraith? We finished him off and began running to catch up with Catalyst, who was already miles away, which was kind of standard for a random. I was pretty sure Wraith was right behind me, so being the mindless idiot that I am, I only noticed they were nowhere near me when it was too late to do anything but keep running. I ran to join Catalyst before they get knocked, as people do when they run into a fight all by themselves. But then, Wraith couldn't stand the fact that the game did not revolve around them, so they started taking fire. Knowing the odds of a Wraith leaving the game right after dying, me and Catalyst hurried to their aid, but we were too late and Wraith was already dead. But to my surprise, they didn't leave the game. As long as they were willing to wait, I was willing to fight for the banner, in hope that it was the kind of Wraith that actually wants to get respawned, and not the kind of Wraith who are so mad at you for letting them die that they stick around just to see you lose. But if you accidentally win and go for the respawn, then they leave. I spotted the enemy and fired, but after missing most of my shots, Rampart got away, so I focused on a target suitable for my skill level. While I was wasting my bullets to hit people who were one shot, Catalyst got the banner. Hey, not now! I'm busy playing hide and seek here, and I have no interest in fighting against people who hit their shots from that distance. You might think it's petty of me to focus on downed people instead of fighting people who are actually a threat. And my answer to that is that if you take your eyes off a downed person, they soon become a revived person with a grudge. The sniper at the waterfall refused to take the hint and kept demanding attention, but I was determined to secure my kills at all costs. Annoyed by this harassment, I decided to reposition. Luckily, it was right in time to shoot Rampart in the back. After 4 kills, no skills, and 1 banner retrieved, it was time to respawn. After a quick heal, I ran for the beacon, fully aware of the fact that there was still a sniper trying for even easier kills than mine. But what I didn't know is that they decided to come closer and take my former position. Only this time their levels of aggression went up, as they destroyed yet another one of my barriers. They gave me no choice but to deal with them for once and for all. I stepped up and aimed, but all I could see was a downed guy. Oh well. After taking care of him, I joined Wraith, and I'm not really sure what I was hitting, but I definitely hit something. I stopped to heal, and by the time I was finished, the fight was already over. As the ring was about to close, we looted up as fast as we can and ran for the next ring, but when I got there, I heard running and realized we were not alone. I put up a barrier just in time to see a Bangalore and miss a whole bunch of shots on them. So as usual, I looked for an easier target, like this crouching horizon. Like the idiot that I am, I wasted a whole lot of precious time waiting for the fire to die down, probably risking my team in the process. And when I finally came out, I immediately zoomed in on my knock. Eager to secure my kill, I ran into the smoke, completely ignoring the fact that Wraith was dangerously close to getting knocked again. I stopped to loot, and Bangalore didn't like me taking their teammates' stuff. Luckily, Wraith was there to take all the shots. This fight was lasting too long and needed to be over now. But I didn't have a good angle on Bangalore. If only there was some way I could reposition without risking myself. That's perfect! Thank you! I dashed forward and tried to face Bang, but as it turned out, strategy is nothing if you can't hit your shots, so I did what I do best. I let my teammate do all the work and came in for the kill steal. Final 2 and round 3 was about to close, and WRAITH decided to go on their own way again. They did leave a portal, but there was no way I was going to risk fighting at Fight Night, which was outside the ring. So once again, we were scattered. When we got to the new ring, Catalyst went for the care package. I, on the other hand, stayed back because I think everything in this game is a trap, and sometimes it even helps me stay alive. The fight was on, but the enemy had the ring and the high ground. The only thing I have that could give me an edge was Sheila, and unless some unexpected barrier shows up. So an unexpected barrier showed up, but like the idiot that I am, I stayed mounted, hoping to get a glimpse of the fight. It took me way too long to realize this isn't working, but eventually I joined Catalyst, and while WRAITH was fighting for their lives, I took my time to shoot the electric fences and farm some damage. Oh my god, just die already! And only after all that, I turned to defend WRAITH'S retreat. I moved forward to reposition myself inside the ring, but it seemed my teammates were running right into the building, so I ran after them. They no doubtedly needed my help. Oh, well, this is awkward. In conclusion, the real problem was not with WRAITH. It was me being a loser all along.